Hello guys, my name is Aran, I'm your math teacher, and today we will learn what is the frequency distribution table or histogram. And first of all, let me give you a little explanation of that word, of that term. The frequency distribution, it describes the number of observations for each possible variable or value. And frequency distributions are depicted always using graphs or frequency tables, and they are often and normally displayed using frequency tables. So we will learn consequently what is the frequency distribution table. So it is an effective way to classify the list of the numbers or the list of words or anything, and you will see that it is mandatory in your life. So frequency distribution table, it is used the most, and it has two columns in itself. The values of intervals, and the second column is their frequencies. And today I will show you how to make a frequency table. So in here you see the list of numbers, and let me read you the task. Here it is written that a sociologist conducted a survey of 20 adults. She wanted to report the frequency distribution of the ages of the survey respondents. The respondents were the following age in years. So it does mean that here the list of numbers is the list of ages which were the list of ages of adults who took the survey. So you may see that no, you don't see, we have to create a frequency distribution table. So first of all, I drew two columns. The first is, as I said before, the class of intervals or the variables. So in here, they are the ages. Then the second column will be the frequencies. Frequencies. Okay, so in here we have two variants of writing. So you may know that when we are writing the intervals, we have to create some standard. For example, from 19 to 29, from 29 to 39. Yeah, for example, from 19 to 29, from 29 to 39. And you have to know, you have to comprehend that fact that when we are writing such intervals, you have to know that this is included, this interval, but this but this is not included. So you see that it's more or equal, but this is has a strict symbol. So that's why when we will write from 19 to 29, this is included, but this is not. And here from 29 to 39, this is included, but this is not. And in here from 39 to 49, then from 49 to 59, and from 59 to 69. And what is the frequency? It is the frequency of repeating. And in here we have the definition of two frequencies. The first is absolute and the second is relative. And what is the absolute frequency? It is just the number it is repeated. For example, let's decide how much time the interval from 19 to 29 repeats all the time. So 29 is not included. In here there is 24, 19, 20, 28. It is repeated 4 times. And if I write the number, like the whole number, it is the absolute frequency. It is just how many times does it repeat. But the relative frequency, it is the whole number divided by the whole quantity. So we see that there are 20 numbers, so it is 4 out of 20. Is it understandable for you? Like this is relative frequency and this is absolute. I hope it's understandable for you. So I will write everything in the way of absolute frequency for you to understand first what is the frequency. So from 29 to 39, let's count how many times do they repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. 8, 9, 10. It repeats 9 times, not 10, 9 times. In here, let's don't waste time for that. 3, 3, 1. But if we write it in the relative frequency way, it is 4 out of 20, 9 out of 20, 3 out of 20, 3 out of 20, and 1 out of 20. And you have to know one fact, that when you are summing up all these numbers, they have to be equal to the whole to this number, to the whole quantity, to the number of all the numbers. Is it understandable for you? And when you are adding this, when you are summing this have to be equal to 1. Is that understandable? Here is another example of the frequency table, frequency distribution table. So let me read the task first. A class of 17 students had the following test scores. Make a frequency table of this data. So first of all, we have to draw a table. Yeah. Here is written that the interval is the test scores. So I will write scores, and in here I will write FR for you to understand that it is the frequency table. Not the table, it's just the frequency distribution. So in this list, the scores vary from 55 to 100. So let's do it like this, from 55 till 70, from 70 to 85, and from 85 till 100, for not to have too much intervals or not to have too little quantity of intervals. So 15 is a good interval. So in here, as I said before, that this is included, but this is not. So we don't consider 70 in the first place. 55, 1, 2, 3, 4, for an absolute frequency. Like, let's divide the types of the frequency for like to not to confuse. Here is a frequency and here is the relative frequency. So this is 4 out of 17. Let's see how much students have took this course from 70 to 25 to 85. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students, and from 85 to 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 5 out of 17, and here is 8 out of 17. So we have to like check. So 4 plus 5 plus 8, it is equal to 17, so that's right. And 4 out of 17 plus 5 out of 17 plus 8 out of 17 is equal to 1, so it is right. So this is just this is all you have to know. And now if we draw a histogram, I have to explain you that histogram, it is something like a diagram of the data you have just made. For example, let's draw this, and the first interval will be from 55 to 85, or 20, from 70 to 85, and from 85 to 100. And here are the types of like the frequency. So here is from 1 to 3, from 3 to 6, from 6 to 9. So the next, we see that this is interval, so we have to like count how many times they are repeating. Here is 4, this is 5, and this is 8, as we remember. So this is like approximately this is 4, and approximately this is 5. So this will be like this, because the interval from 55 to 70 it is repeated. It is like distributed 4 times, so we will like have this to this place. And let's like, I don't know, draw it. Then from 70 to 85 we have like the number of 5, like it is distributed 5 times. So let's draw it with another color. And the third, from 85 to 100, it is distributed 8 times. So 8 is approximately in here. So we draw it on this histogram like this. And that's all you have to know. And surely I want to tell you the meaning and the values of these frequency tables and histograms. You need that in your life. Like literally, this is one of the best and effective tools for you to classify your knowledge or classify your progress. For example, you may you have to know, like for example, you have to follow a diet. or you have to follow some rule which you made for yourself. For example, I don't know, you have to read some pages of the book, and every day you will write the number of the pages you read, and then in the end you will make a histogram of your progress. For example, which day you have read the most, or which day you have read the least. Or you may make a distribution table when they were the days off, for example, when you didn't read that book or something else. So it is one of the greatest ways for you to manage your time, for you to manage your progress and everything. So thank you for your attention. Goodbye.